This is not a representation of the views of Wes and Dylans, or our sponsors. I was in San Francisco yesterday and I saw the tallest building in the world.
No, I don't think so. The world's tallest building is in Dubai.
Are you sure? The Transamerica building looked as if it went up infinitely.
Yes, well, the Transamerica building gets narrower as it goes up, which makes you perceive that it is much taller than the 260 meters that it is. This is a perceptual illusion.
Oh, can you tell me more about perceptual illusions?
A perceptual illusion is a stimulus containing misleading cues that lead to inaccurate perception. Another example of perception illusion is the infinite staircase. There are a couple of ways in which the brain figures out how far away something is. There are monocular cues such as interposition, linear perspective, elevation, texture gradient, shadowing, and motion parallax.
I don't know what any of those things mean.
A monocular cue is a cue that can be received by one eye. Interposition occurs when one object partially covers another. Elevation is how close something appears in relation to the horizon. Texture gradient is the clarity of an object. Clearer things appear to be closer. Motion parallax is differences in the relative movement of close and distance objects as we change positions.
Wow, that is fascinating.
No, wait, there is more. There are binocular cues, which means involving both eyes, such as stereoscoping vision, which involves combining two retinal images to produce a third effect, and retinal disparity, which is that each eye receives a slightly different image.
I have a story that might be related to what you were talking about. I was driving yesterday, and I saw a white SUV that had a blue stripe on it. Then I slowed down, because I was speeding.
That was a good idea to slow down when you saw the cop car, but how is that relative to perception?
Because it wasn't a cop, I just perceived it to be a cop car.
So what you are saying is that your perceptions affect your actions. That story is ironic because the other day I almost punched a man, but then I realized he had a Navy SEAL uniform on, so I decided not to hit him.
Wise decision. A Navy SEAL could easily kill you.
Yeah, but later I realized he was not actually a Navy SEAL. He was simply a tool wearing a Halloween costume.
So your actions were also affected by your perception of that guy.
Wow. Perception of the world around us has a huge influence on our actions.
Whoa, look at that woman's terrible job parking.
Why do you suspect a woman parked that car?
Because it is parked poorly.
Just because it is parked poorly doesn't mean a woman parked it.
Yes, but it's significantly more likely that it was a woman.
No, that is simply a perception that some people have that women are bad drivers. When in fact a lot of bad drivers are men, and men are just as likely to get in a car crash.
So what you are saying is that my perception of a person is based off of how I view their group's characteristics. Let's continue this conversation at lunch.
Oh no, I cannot eat. I ate a cracker yesterday.
Why do you not eat?
Because I am not skinny enough.
Why do you believe you are not skinny enough?
Everybody on television is skinnier and more attractive than me.
Yes, the media alters people's perceptions of what they should be and what they should look like by comparing them to the best-looking people in the world. This is the cause of many eating disorders such as anorexia and bulimia.
So I am not actually fat. I can eat.
Yes, of course.
Wow. Our perceptions of the world have amazing effects on our actions, our thoughts, how we view other people, and how we view ourselves.
Yes, it's amazing. Also, people can perceive that an object is used for one certain task because it's marketed to do that, when in fact it can do several more tasks. This is called functional fixedness.